It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. They're squaring off against Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, just pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 65 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Hurts.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Prater to end the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Looking to throw again on second down.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Goff now looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Again, Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Hunt will try going up the middle. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And in for the Lions touchdown. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? They're going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect them to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Prater's kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yards.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Prater on to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Here's the option play now to the left. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now back to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's complete to Williams. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus on the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. We've played 3 quarters. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and 14. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And into the end zone, a scoop and score, a fumble return. Now Prater to end the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Throwing on second and long. Hurts, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. A carry here for Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On third down, here's Hunt. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.